All right, here we go. The game is underway. So these are the Raccoons right here with the gold helmets. He's going to take off for the very first play, keep going. He's going to get a first down and a good bit more. Only 17 yards, but still a good first down. All right, here we go, dropping back. Second play of the game. Throwing deep, 1-on-2. Caught! Touchdown! Are you kidding me? That was ridiculous. Literally threw it into 2-on-1 coverage. Still, somehow he comes down with the ball and scores a touchdown. One explosive way for the Raccoons to kick off this game. And speaking of kickoff, the extra point was blocked. 3rd and 15 for the Hawks. They've had back-to-back incompletions to start this drive. They're going to need to get at least close to the first down marker if they want to keep this drive alive. Throwing middle of the field. Good catch by number 77. Going to put him around midfield. All right. Leonard dropping back. He might take one of the checkdowns or throw sidelines. He will throw sideline. Barely caught. Probably would have been deflected or intercepted. So just good timing. Throwing right side. Caught somehow. I don't know how. It for sure looked like he just wasn't going to catch that, but somehow he did. Extra point is blocked again. So both extra points for both teams have been blocked. All right, here we go. I forgot who this is. Well, oh yeah, it's Apu, right? Good throw downfield, by the way. I could be mixing them up from last game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is... I don't remember. Almost intercepted there. Ooh, that was very risky throw. Barely was able to weave that one in there. It's Apu. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Rolling right, almost got sacked there. Throwing right side, caught, touchdown. This is looking like it's going to be a shootout right now in the championship game. Leonard's rolling left. He might... Nope. I was about to say he might test the middle, but nope. Instead, he just had to scramble for it. Get a good chunk of change there. 23 yards. Gonna get him to midfield. Honestly, both these teams could probably score over 30 before halftime if this keeps up. Right side. If that had been thrown a bit lower, he would have been able to catch it in stride, and it would have been a touchdown. Make a little sideline catch there, prevent him from getting the touchdown on that play. Leonard gonna lob it to the corner. Caught. Touchdown. So, literally, it's been back-to-back-to-back-to-back touchdowns to start this game. 2nd and 11 here. Just gonna take essentially the same route again. Gonna... I don't know, game. That didn't look like he went down, you know? Not gonna lie, that didn't look like a tackle. Imagine if that didn't count as a tackle, and he actually was able to get back up and keep going. That would have been insane. Throwing left corner, one-on-one coverage. Caught! Touchdown! That is the second time that they have thrown the ball deep in coverage, and a second time that the receiver has come down with it for the touchdown. Let's see, can the Hawks respond? Leonard's just going to scramble forward, gonna get 13 yards. Again, it's looking like these teams might score over 60 today. That's genuinely how this game has been going, because it's just been non-stop scoring for both teams. Gonna fire right side. Caught. Good first down. Tried to juke that guy out. Was not able to, but that is gonna get them to close to midfield. Snap off before halftime. They will. Not halftime. At the end of the first quarter, they will. This will be the last play of the quarter. Rolling left, firing short. Gonna be caught by Sonicky, I guess. 1st and goal for the Hawks. Gonna just throw it right there. That's a touchdown. 1st and 15 here for the Raccoons. Apu's just gonna fire it short. Good first down. And that zoom in wasn't really necessary. 1st and 15. Apu's dropping back, rolling right a bit. Might be able to test them left corner. Probably not going to, because they're going to test right side. That looks swatted away. A really good defensive play by the defense there. That's insane that it's taken this long for us to reach this point. Gonna fire left side. Hurdles a dude. Has a blocker in front of him. Misses. Oh my god, this might go all the way. Yes, it will. Touchdown, Raccoons. They had some good blocks right there. Hurdled a guy and juked out a second guy. And the blocks did all the rest. And I would love to see an overtime game with the new FF2 overtime rules. Because it just makes it a lot more interesting. Throwing middle of the field way over. Oh, it's a catch! That looked like it was overthrown, and somehow the receiver comes down with it. Clock is running down. About 2 minutes left in the first half. Firing. That's a touchdown. It's been very back and forth today. Neither defense has been able to get any kind of momentum or stops. And now with the extra point, it'll be 27-27 unless it's blocked. It is blocked. Rasan Ike. I don't know. Sonic, okay. Firing middle. Ooh, good hurdle right there. Hurdled right into someone else. They're going to try and be the last team to score before halftime. Jumping back and fire middle of the field. Good throw. Managed to avoid 2 tackles. Faked the kneel, and that didn't really get him anywhere. I don't know about you guys, but I'm rooting for an overtime game. I want this to go to overtime. Lobbing middle of the field. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. And they left about, I think, 6 seconds left on the clock. Nope, 4 seconds left on the clock. Let's see, though. Will they get the extra point? Make it up by 8? No, it will be blocked. The Raccoons only have a 7-point lead. That's the thing. You have to keep your momentum going. He is just going to scramble for it. He is going to get it. Be put down at about the 40-yard line. Leonard might... He's probably just going to throw... No, he's going to go middle of the field. Caught by number 77. Does he have the blocks? He does not. I don't know how close you have to be in order to be allowed to go for it. I'll be honest, I don't know how the inner workings work. That's a touchdown. Good lob into the back of the end zone, and that will tie up the game if they can get the extra point. Extra point will be up, and no good. He missed it right. So, if any teams need a kicker, Apu now has a chance to, again, have an 8-point lead, assuming they can get the extra point after this. A good hurdle made 3 people miss. Jesus. I always love seeing plays like that where a guy just makes people look silly. Those are some of my favorite plays alongside the deep plays. Gonna try middle of the field. That's a very good decision. Had 2 receivers perfectly right there to get the catch. Now 2nd and 15. Gonna fire. Good catch. They're running this play clock down. Interesting decision. The offenses have slowed down since the beginning of the game. That is going to be a touchdown. I thought he was going to try and dive in, but jumped a bit early, but was still able to dive in. Extra point is going to be blocked again. All right, 1st and 15. Can Linner respond and type the game again, going right side? Caught inbounds. It's going to be a 20-yard gain. This game's going to come down to who can score last, or if one of these 2 defenses can make a stop. Because so far, neither defense has been able to make any kind of stop except for blocking extra points. And they're going deep to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. We haven't seen a quick drive like that in a while today. And again, it's Assassins with the touchdown. Thank you, Locked Dings, for following. I always appreciate it. Just going to fire middle. Caught. That was very, very close to being intercepted. The scoring has slowed down since the first half. The first half was like every single minute there'd be a score. It has slowed down in this second half. Firing back of the end zone. Touchdown. I thought that might have been a tad overthrown, but that's right on the money. And Graveman has the touchdown for the Raccoons. They have retaken the lead again. The Raccoons only need to score 1 more time to be over 50. And the Hawks only need to score twice to be over 50. 22-yard gain. That's a pretty damn good catch on the sidelines. Yeah, no, the Raccoons are taking full advantage of the second opportunity they've been given. Their offense has been red hot, but so has the Hawks offense. Throwing middle, intercepted. The receiver, for some reason, didn't dive for it. That was one of those very risky throws, and for the first time today, it backfired. All right, gonna fire short. This is the guy who caught the Raccoons' previous touchdown. All right, jumping back, gonna fire left side, caught by the sidelines, gonna be hit-sticked as he lands. Didn't really do anything for that, so I don't know. Firing short. That's going to be just short of the end zone. They're probably going to either go for this. I don't think they're going to go for the scramble. You can see 77 trying to do it. That was a bad decision. As I was trying to point out, I imagine if you can't get it here, you would just kick the field goal, but they are going to get it. So they're now up by 2 scores here. No turnover on downs. They need to score a touchdown here, and they need to get a 4th and 25 after this to stay in this. Firing left side. Good catch by Sonic. Gonna get hit as he was trying to cut 2nd and 5. Under 3 minutes now in the game. You gotta be watching that clock. Oh, that's risky. Swatted away. That's probably could have been an easy interception if the defender decided to go for the pick instead. Dylan's burning right there. He might go corner. Dylan is burning. He will go corner. I called it. If this is on the money, that's a touchdown. Underthrown. All right. Dropping back. Got all kinds of time. Gonna fire left side for Sonic. That's gonna be a 1st down. 2nd and 15. Linner rolling right. Firing right. Good catch at the sidelines. 19-yard gain. He's got to get back into the game. He's got to get back into the groove. Nothing really open here. Get fire middle of the field. Hold up. Swatted away. Almost picked off. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not challenge. Who's challenging? Okay, I think the Raccoons have just said, you know, we'll give it to you. Okay, so the Hawks have gotten the touchdown. I wish teams would set it to actually be 4th down. It looks better on stream. All right, here we go. Game on the line. Firing middle of the field. Caught. They got it. They got the 4th and 25. Have to make sure they're the final team to score. If they aren't the final team to score and they give the Raccoons too much time, they could drive down the field and get a kick game-winning field goal So all they have to do now is get in the end zone here. Gonna fire left side. Very risky. Caught. Touchdown. But I think they left too much time on the clock. They left too much time on the clock. They left a minute on the clock. The Raccoons surely can score in a minute. Well, they did get it. The game is going to come down to this drive from the Raccoons. Can they get a game-winning drive and win the game? Oh, that is true. They could have 4th and 25 if they didn't get it. That was true. All right. 40 seconds left. Firing middle of the field. Caught. I mean, the Raccoons are driving quickly. If you're the Hawks, you should call a timeout here. All right, here we go. Under 20 seconds left. Apu rolling right, dropping back, firing left side, caught. Out of bounds. That's going to save a little clock. They do not need the touchdown. They only need a field goal to win it. Firing left, right corner, incomplete. 7 seconds left. But this will give the Hawks a chance if they make it. It is up, and it is good! Raccoons take the lead. It comes down to this play. Oh my god, the Raccoons are rushing for it. It might be over. Threw it high up. They're going to have to get a miracle play right here if they want to win it all. Caught, but he's going to be short. That's game. That's unfortunate. And the Raccoons did redeem themselves. They lost to the racist yesterday, but they managed to redeem themselves, and they are your champions. I was so hoping for overtime, though. I was really hoping for overtime. I have never seen a team send 4 on a Hail Mary. That was actually kind of smart.